Good morning, welcome back. We're out to get the little rippers out, breaking them out. It's mud fest. You've seen what we've been in. We know that the vertical tillage tools are not gonna work in the mud just due to weight and the slime we're gonna deal with. So we're here to get the mud tools. Me and Brody. Hello, hello. All right, let's see how much pigeon poop is on them. Oh yeah, the pigeons have definitely enjoyed. Oh, they're in here. Sparrows and pigeons. Look out, that's probably a ticking time bomb. We should really fix the windows so the birds don't come in here. All right, we're here for the 2700 5-shanker. We never used this last year. We used it in 21, 22, it did not get used, 23. They're back. They're back, Brody.
Taste even looks good.
Yeah, they're even inflated. And then we're here for the 7-shank. These two are good. Oh, look it, they're still full of mud from the last event. Yeah, that's the big 870. We might get him out, but once again, that's very heavy too, so not the best in the mud. How's the tires on that one? Looks good. That's even got new points, Brody.
It's ready to rip. It's ready to rip.
Literally. It's pretty good. Look at the bird doo-doo. Yuck. Oh, you kidding me? That's disgusting. It's all full of poop, Brody. Okay, back up. Oh, yuck. I think they make medication for that. Ugh. I think this bird has EPI. That's good, we got one light that works. So these tractors are probably not going to be the ones pulling these tools, but they're the ones that are unhooked. We got 100 acres of corn to finish up hopefully this afternoon. Then we're done harvesting. Then we'll take the cart tractors off and put them on these because they're 4 tracks and not 2 tracks. So it, you know, will actually work. Does this big thing fit in here? First try. It's a tight fit. Open the door more, Brody. Wow. It missed by a 1/4 inch. Hey, 1/4 inch better than hitting something. All right, we are ready to head back home. We'll probably just unhook these in the yard and we'll see. I don't know when we're gonna start combining today because we have to haul some corn out of the Mn site to allow for some more room. And there they are, back at home. So when we unhook the carts, we hook right up to those and away we go. That 9RX is going to get a lot of hours on it this fall. And it's just in general this year, because it plants in the spring and grain carted all fall, and it wasn't supposed to, but it ended up being on the cart all fall. And then it gets to do tillage too. An expensive year on depreciation schedule on that one. We've just been notified the wet bin is ready to receive corn. You ready to end this? Brody backed my combine out and left me a nice note. Yeah! Except I can't see Brody. Normally he draws objects on my windows. I'm not going to say what he normally draws, but nonetheless, let's go combine. That is a beautiful sample going out. It looks more orange today for some reason. It's probably the same color, but it looks more bright orange. Not the best yield here, but this is the area that we haven't been pulling very good yields. Just, I don't think it rained as much here. It's what it is. It's what it is. Can't win everyone, right? I'm just glad we're almost done, because it's supposed to start raining at 4 o'clock, I guess, and it's 2 o'clock now. So we'll get to finish in the rain. I find that somewhat fitting for the year. Alright, I think we kind of bogged the trucks down a little bit. Now is a good time to do the harvest sweep versus non-harvest sweep corn head comparison. See what we got for header loss. I haven't not done that yet this year. I've been waiting for the corn to dry down. Well, now this is the driest the corn's going to get, so the worst the head loss is going to get. And I want to, once again, for my own knowledge, see what we find out. Remember how much fun this is, Brody? So we have to got our fancy whip flag here. So that's 8 feet long. We're gonna clear off 2 rows worth. So 8 by 5 will give us the square feet. And then we get to pick up every kernel and calculate the losses. There's a loss, Brody. Right there.
One.
All right, so we did this spot. It's 8 by 5 feet. We came up with 42 kernels in that area. Now we get to go behind the head without harvest sweep on and see what that is. Second results are in behind. Now, yes, they are different brands, but that has nothing to do with it as far as how it works. So what we're talking about head loss here is how much corn falls through here and off of this down into the ground. So Brody's head has harvest sweep, so he's got little paddles or brushes under this, and then a ridge right here, and it sweeps the loose corn called header loss into the head. So right here, we did it in the exact same spots on each head, right here, and in front of the rear of the combine, so we know there's nothing coming out of the back of the combine messing with our results. We had 42 on Brody's head and 102 on my head. So I'm gonna do some numbers here and get back to you with real yield results. Once again, very, very interesting and encouraging, because obviously put that kid on the head to pay for itself, and obviously it's doing its job. All right, results are in. 102 kernels, 2 kernels per square foot is a bushel per acre loss, according to Google. 2.5 bushel per acre on the ground behind my head without harvest sweeps. 1 bushel per acre on the ground behind Brody's head, and that is very consistent to last year. We always find 1 bushel per acre, never more, generally never less, unless you're in maybe the 28% corn we were in. It's just, that's what falls through that opening that you're never going to get rid of. So an extra bushel and a half is going on the ground behind this without that kit. So once again, very obvious results, the very easy test. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. There's the numbers, very similar to last year. We are ingesting a lot of trash in this head, so that actually cuts down on head loss too, so it could be worse. And that's just one spot that we checked. But if you have any interest, I'll put the link in the description of that company, because I think it's actually a game changer, like honestly a game changer to combining corn. And we're gonna keep on going here. We are down to, I think, like, let me see, 30 acres, 1 hour. 1 hour and we are done with corn harvest. Right here it is, the last 24. I'm waiting for Brody so we can finish together. It's been long awaited, the finish line. Of course, the last 24 rows has to be in a ditch. You guys probably can't see, but it's quite rolly right here. So let's try to do this without wrecking another thicker snoot. Oh, really good corn there too. The end is near, I see it. And there it is. As long as Brody makes it down here. Look at everyone's congregated just to watch the last 12 go down. And there's the last 12 rows, and the last 12 rows that Big Wheels will be harvesting with us. He's been traded, and he's also on fumes right now. And nothing like ending the season with a nice plump full 125,000 pound load. Adios. See you at the yard, Jordan. The big Swede didn't even get to watch the last 12 drop. He's been doing fertilizer all day so that we can hit it hard with tillage tomorrow, or maybe even tonight. We'll see. Folder up. Brody's beating me. You got a head start. I've never heard of winterizing a grain cart before, but we've got to winterize the grain cart. The fire extinguisher kit needs to be drained. Well, it is drained. We pumped that out into our tracks yesterday, cleaning them up. So we get to put some RV antifreeze in there, run through it, so that when we unhook and forget about it, we don't ruin any components. That ain't good. Did we not put enough in there?
Sure felt like a lot.
Come on! Come on! Oh!
I think you shut it out.
Nothing to that. That was simple. Wait. I mean, dump it in, run it, pump it out. It's done. Easy enough. Get her unhooked, and then we have to change pins because these take class 5s and the rippers are 4s. We're good. Well, there we go. She's hooked up. Jordan's gonna go out and start ripping, I guess, and gave him the once over and told him the stuff that's going to break and to keep an eye on, like shear bolts. These seem to break all the time, but he knows what he's doing, so he'll be fine. We're gonna unleash him, and then we're gonna get the 580 hooked up to the 7-shank and get someone doing that. All right, I'm heading out with the 7-shank ripper. Brody and Chris are taking that tractor there to get the 870 out of the shed that we left in there this morning because we didn't have a tractor to pull it and we ran out of time. Anyways, me and Jordan are gonna go see what the field's like and see if the 870 is gonna be able to operate in that field for ground conditions. And yeah, I think Brody's gonna help him do that and then go home. He wants to see his kid, which is more than understandable. Well, I haven't been totally impressed with the Salford 5200 this year just because the blades are getting wore out. Like, it's definitely not doing as good of a job as it used to do. But after seeing this working, that 5200 is still doing a hands down better job, even with the blades being all wore out. It looks so trashy. It's big piles of trash over there. I don't know. Well, I do know that that's the downside to the vertical tillage. It just, when it gets to be just soupy mud, it don't work. It plugs up, and that's when these come into play. The only good thing about these is they're cheap as dirt. Like, you can physically afford to have like 3 of these sitting in the trees and not use them for 5 years, and when you need them, hook on and go, because they're just devalued down to nothing. You can buy them on Facebook Marketplace for 15 grand every day of the week. Well, Chris has made it here with the 870, so I'm doing my drive-by inspection to make sure everything's set right, but for the most part, that's the tractor that's pulled it forever, so, or a twin to that one, so I don't expect much changes whatsoever, actually, but he wanted me to drive past. Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Remember that rain I mentioned to you guys about coming at 4 o'clock? Well, it's 9 o'clock and it's found us. Oh gosh. We're almost done. We're actually doing headlands right now, but it is freaking downpouring. Downpour! It's a downpour! Probably gonna get rained out. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, I think that's enough. Worse yet, Chris left here maybe 20 minutes ago, said that heard some loud popping from his tractor, and then one of the tracks quit turning and he twisted off all of the guide lugs. Not his fault. 6,000 hour quad track that has never had new tracks, so imagine it's just time. We're out of here. This is ridiculous. It's been downpouring for 45 minutes. It's time to head for the yard. Oh yeah, that's sweet. We'll probably beat Chris home. He said he was going like 3 miles per hour. Well, time to dump some money into the old girl. Well, we made it home, and Chris is right there on the driveway driving like 4 miles per hour, he said. Oh, actually, he said, I'm living on the edge, I'm up to 5. Be interesting to see what that thing looks like. Looks good there. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh man. Literally half the track lugs are gone. This is number 2. This ain't the one with 6,000 hours on. This is the one with 4,000. Oh, that's not good. Look at what happens when you let...
Sabotage me. Sabotage. Sabotage.
This is what happens when you let Chris drive stuff.
Yep.
I'll let you take this back to Iowa for a trophy. Oh, man.
Oh yeah, there's more right here. Stevens County.
Oh, they're all jammed inside the drive wheel.
Are they in there yet?
Well, this is one, that's one.
Oh, good.
This is nope, there's one.
Did I tell you guys, whatever you break, you have to repair and pay for yourself?
Well, I've got it all.
There's the wallet. Oh, where is the old carcass? Well, you even found some or what?
They're jammed in the guide wheel. Here's one, there's one. There's one here. There's one. Yeah, all the plugged ones are lugs. Oh, here's one.
Well, why? So one gets in there and then knocks the rest off?
I've never seen this happen before.
Is it under
He parked
warranty?
it in the good spot. Literally every single one underneath is missing.
Is it
right
under
now.
warranty?
All
10
those
years
phone
ago.
calls that you got about the extended warranty,
Yeah.
this is where it would kick in.
On the bright side, there's no broken T-bolts.
The tractor's down with the 870 lives.
I think we're gonna call that a wrap on the night.
Good way to finish, right?
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.